Hi, Cancer. Healing Grasshopper here to do your January 2026 bonus reading. Page of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Any of these reversed? No. Page of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Page of Swords is all about inspiration. I love to see this. Five of Pentacles is the being left out in the cold card. But it's all about kind of wallowing in despair and keeping yourself blinded to your options. This is an illusion. They don't have to be out in the cold. They're in front of a church or their sanctuary. Um, so, but this is inspiration here in the midst of despair. So this is somewhat of a change in perspective. And I wouldn't be surprised if um, the Hanged Man or the Hermit came out for you. Page of Wands. I love this. You are picking yourself up by the bootstraps. This is receiving messages from spirit and putting together a game plan. This is assessing your options and uh, about to act on them or starting to act on them. This is exactly the kind of energy that you want to take on when you're feeling like this. So good for you, Cancer. Three of Cups. Celebration. This is like acknowledging the fact that you're emerging from a difficult situation and a difficult energy, like the entire collective is. We're moving into the earth split, the change in paradigm, ascension, um, all sorts of astrological changes in the right direction. And this is you really starting to enjoy it with your friends and loved ones. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. Not reversed. In the center of your reading. Not surprised to see this come out after the Three of Cups because this already gives the hints that you feel you're celebrating your good fortune. And it's a huge contrast for you after feeling like this. So beautiful. I love the way this year is turning out very different from last year and the years before it, where um, I was really in the position of having to convince all of you that things were going to get better when there would seem to be no end in sight. But now it's here, the energy is here, and I can just kind of deliver the news and reinforce the good news that you're receiving. I love it. Because, by the way, I was going through it too. I'm a Capricorn sun, so we had the worst of it. So me having to convince you guys that things were getting better, that was really not easy and not enjoyable either. Especially when you guys in the comments were like, what are you talking about? Things are terrible, and. So anyway, Eight of Swords, not reversed. There are some things that have not been resolved yet that you kind of feel you feel a difficulty in resolving them. That's all. Especially now, since you're just now changing your mindset that things are brighter and there's more supportive energy under your feet and that kind of thing. There's still a little bit of this feeling here where, oh, things are difficult and things are just beyond my reach and how do I deal with this? And, you know, um, Cancer, you're going to need to remind yourself, number one, that you're not alone in any difficulty that you're in. You can always turn to spirit to help you, especially when you have a blindfold like this. The blindfold represents not being able to see a way out, even though it's an illusion, but that's the way you feel anyway. So then it's time to turn within and utilize our third eye, which is going to lead us out of this feeling here. Here's the Three of Swords under the Three of Cups. Here is again showing the contrast between then and now. And it's also saying that just because you're celebrating now does not mean that you don't that you don't carry the pain of the past with you, which is fine. That's natural. Um, as long as we don't let it affect our decision making moving forward, then it's okay. As long as we don't let it. Uh, I'm going to say it again here, right? Because my eyes went straight to the Eight of Swords just now. So that's why the Three of Swords came out. The Three of Swords is what's fueling the energy of the Eight of Swords. Past pain and difficulty. I've already addressed that. The Justice card under the Wheel of Fortune and next to the Three of Swords. This is let go and let God, as they say. God sees everything. The universe does not miss a trick. So don't worry about the betrayals that you've gone through, the things that people have done to you. You've been wronged. That's fine. Let the universe take care of that. The universe is going to balance things out for you. You don't have to concern yourself with that. Also, it's below the Wheel of Fortune because part of that balancing out is delivering you your good karma. These people over here are getting their upside down Wheel of Fortune. So, and their devil and, all of that. So, we're not going to concern ourselves with them. We're just going to enjoy the good things that are happening to us. Right, Cancer? So we've got the Chariot. You see? This is give it up to God and keep it pushing. Move forward. Look to the future and not the past. Wow. I feel like almost everyone I'm going in order doing these readings from Capricorn onward, and I feel like almost everyone has gotten this card. Um, so we're going to address the Ten of Swords first, which is um the difficulty is over. So, and you need to take a moment and acknowledge that so that you don't carry it with you moving forward in this chariot. There are no swords allowed in the chariot. It's time to leave the bloody swords on the floor of our past and move forward into healing and enjoying our good fortune. So in your reading, the Five of Swords is the revenge is it's the victory card. The revenge is your best success. Success is the best revenge. Sorry, I said it backwards. All right, so this is addressing the swords here, the Three of Swords, where you've been wronged and betrayed and whatever it was that happened to you, right? It's like, that's fine. What me worry? Haha, I'm over here living my best life now. Okay, guys? So beautiful, positive energy. Um, clarity, advice. No advice cards. Okay, that's the reading, guys. So that is your bonus for January. I there are many other um, videos coming soon, so be sure to click that notification bell. Um, and if you've missed them, there there is a monthly, January monthly already out. The yearly's out. And you have weeklies too that have come out and are coming out, so don't miss them. Um, Thank you to all of you that helped me get to my 2025 goal of 1,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please do click subscribe. Even if you think you are, go have a look and make sure that you are, because some of you are going to be surprised that you're not subscribed. So go ahead and click. It's a quick gesture, costs you nothing, and really does help me out. So thank you. Um, I answer every single comment because I love comments. So don't hold back if um, you want to talk about how this resonates or questions or whatever you want to talk about. Okay. Um, if you're really inclined to helping this channel grow, have a look at the playlists. I have a bunch of them made. There's a cancer playlist and many others. Choose one. Uh, Set it to autoplay. Have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks or while you're winding down in bed and even sleeping, because watch hours are really helpful for almost everything to help a channel grow. Okay? So I thank you in advance, Cancer. I will speak to all of you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.